Shields up, Iron Breakers. Rurikon here coming at you with another gameplay impressions video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Stories: The Path of Destinies. This title was sent to me by Spearhead Games so that I could give it a look and tell you guys my opinions on it. However, this particular version is only the preview version. They're still working on the actual game, so this is more of a preview video than necessarily, giving guys the full-on usual gameplay impressions. So what is Stories all about? Well, if I had to put it in one word, it reminds me a lot of Zelda. So let's take a look at it, shall we? I'm just going to go into new game, and we're going to go into this narration of story, which is going to give us a little bit of a background of the stage of the game that we're going to play.
All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. "Where are you running, rebel?" cawed the Raven captain over the loud hailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. "Just going out for milk?" Renato yelled back. "Where can you run?" laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job. "Take us to the rebel base, and we'll spare your life!" it cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven, a sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time, unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lupino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lupino or the Sky Ripper.
So, the whole thing about this game is that you're going to have to make hard choices as you are playing through it. Now, in this particular case, we have a little bit of background info on what's happening. It looks like we're running away from someone, and we're trying to save this rebellion, and we're going to have to make a choice. We either go after a powerful artifact called the Sky Ripper, and that is the way that we're going to try to save the rebellion, or we can take a gamble and see if we can save an old friend called Lupino. And basically you have to pick between these two things. Now, these two things will actually take you to different levels because I've already played through them. And in this particular video, I don't want to spoil too much of the game because the big focus of this game seems to be its emphasis on story. So we're just going to go with one of the options, but I could do both of them and show you both the levels that you get. And we're going to go with Lupino. I don't remember exactly which level is which. I'm just going with Lupino because it's like, if I had the choice, if I was in his shoes, right? And I had to pick between saving an old friend that might help me out or building a powerful artifact, I'd probably save an old friend.
Ah, Lupino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lupino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lupino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
And now they're actually going to put us on a level, and it's going to allow me to show you guys some gameplay. Now, I think that once you guys take a look at the art style on this game, you'll understand exactly why I was like, hell yeah, I want to check out this game. Because
Lupino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the Ravens?
As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the narrator. As soon as you guys see the art style, I think you guys are going to get it, because you guys know that I tend to like these cartoony art style games, right? So, let's take a look at what we have here. So we have this fox. I don't think that there's a way for me to zoom in to him right now. And as a matter of fact, there seem to be some kind of dev commands built into this demo, so I don't want to push too many buttons, because I remember when I played it the first time, I pushed a button and I kind of ruined the level. So let's try not to do that this time. So, square gives you a basic attack.
Good to practice your moves, thought Renato. Keeps you limber.
As you can see, the narrator's got a little bit of a Bastion vibe to him, so it's like whenever you're doing stuff, the narrator's kind of reacting to it, which I think is a really smart move, because Bastion did that really well. Whether or not Stories is going to be able to do the same thing remains to be seen, because I'm a huge fan of Bastion. Like, I love the crap out of the game. The game is super good. So, anyway. So this is your very basic attack. X does this little dash thing. I'm assuming that this is because of the skills, because there's like a skill tree. I think I can check it out at that card over there. But beyond that, we also have this hook. This hook will grab enemies and pull them towards you, as well as grab like certain elements in the game and allow you to like pull yourself forwards. And then we have circle, which doesn't really seem to do much right now. Or does it give me a dash? Nope. Circle doesn't really seem to do much right now. That might be something that we use in the future. R2 basically does some kind of an AoE attack, which is associated with the sword we currently have selected. Pressing off to the sides will give us a different sword, like this is a regular sword, and this is the fire sword. So we're going to stick with the fire sword for now.
Hey, I'm a firefox, thought Renato.
Yeah, that's so cute. Anyway, obviously break the barrels.
Would be useful in one of these things.
You can pick up items that heal you and give you mana or whatever resource it is that Reynardo uses. Reynardo being our fox, which is the main character here. Let's open up this chest. Always good to pick up some fat loot.
You know, ore is pretty heavy to carry. You know what's not? A new sword.
So we picked up some ore, and that's going to allow us to use the workbench. And we can now craft a new sword, which if I remember we can craft... Is it this one? Or we can upgrade it? No, we can't upgrade because it's maximum level. However, we can upgrade the hero sword, which level 1 says looks badass. Also allows to heal oneself, and then cost to upgrade. It's right there. We can't craft any of these other swords, so we're just going to upgrade this.
Trusty old sword was always a little better when he sharpened it.
And now it becomes blue, and it actually has some more mechanics to it, because these swords are going to act like, if I remember correctly, they also act like keys in certain situations. So, for now I'm going to stick to the fire sword, though, because I like it. Oh, and here's the altar. So the altar is actually going to show us the current skill tree in the game, so this could change in the near future, I don't know. But as you can see, we have multiple things that we can upgrade. We can upgrade the hook that I showed you, the dash, the combo, which is obviously the damage dealing, the time, which is defensive reflexes, slow down timer after a successful counter until your next action. I'm sorry if you guys are watching some Skype stuff in the bottom there. That should not have happened. It's my bad, and I will fix it right now. Done. As I was saying, there's apparently a counter mechanic. I'm not exactly sure if there's a special button for that or if it's just like using X to dodge. Then there's combat, aggressive defense. Countering an attack now causes damage. Stats increases maximum health, run faster, stamina, maximum stamina, and whatnot. A whole bunch of skills that we can put in here to develop our hero in different ways. For now, I'm going to put... Should I put shield hooking? Actually, I don't have any points to put. Never mind. I'm not going to put it anywhere. So, let's just keep going here. Explore the map a little bit more. I have to say, one of the things that definitely sells me on this game is the art style. Like, this game just looks gorgeous. I love this cartoony-like art style. I know that for some people, they don't dig this kind of art style. Me, I'm all about that. Also notice that on the bottom of the screen, we have the dodge indicator there. How many times we can dodge. So, it's not just about spam, dodge, and win. And the other thing that you guys will see is that some of the animations are still rough. However, the animations that do come out, I love the way that they work. So I'm just going to dash right through that guy, dash right through him again.
Renato checked to make sure his sword was still working. That was odd. Renato had been here, at this exact place, at this exact time. But this time, there were so many more ravens.
I wonder if that's like an indication of time travel or something of the sorts. Like maybe there's time travel in the game? Maybe our hero has to travel back in time to save... Oh! I don't know what that is, but it sounds bad.
Empty. No cows lowed, no chickens clucked. It was eerie. The villagers had fled from the fleet, getting everything they could. They must have heard what the Ravens did to civilians. Renato hoped they'd found safety.
So let's keep picking up as much of the materials as we can, even though I doubt that we're going to be able to upgrade our swords any further, since this is just a little demo here. Let's keep moving onwards. Explore the map a little bit, see what we can find, just some more energy stuff. Looks like we can also dash into barrels and bust them up. Ooh, can I go through this door? No? No dice. Am I going back from where I came, or have I not been here yet? Probably haven't been here since the barrels are intact. And I tend to break everything wherever I go. It's just a trademark right there. Oh no, never mind. We are going back. My bad. My sense of direction was atrocious. So let's keep going down this way. Again.
This is why heroes are called dashing, Renato thought. See? Dashing? Get it?
The one thing about having a narrator is that it makes it incredibly hard for you to commentate because you're constantly pausing because of the narrator, unless you just don't care. But I do care. So let's open this up.
Chest made music when you opened it. Too bad it was Muzak.
Oh, we can jump down? I didn't notice that the first time I went through here. Let's see what happens down there. Is this a puzzle of some kind? What is going on here? The animation work, even though on certain occasions feels a little rough, because obviously this is still in development, there are some animations that get me, like the yanking animation's pretty cool, dashing animation's pretty solid, the way that he combos into stuff and the slow-mo that happens afterwards, the kick, it's pretty cool. Look at this amazing combo of awesomeness that I'm doing right now. People can't even take this. Just getting completely and utterly wrecked. Get over here! Scorpion style, baby. Ooh, we almost messed up the combo right there with the double dodge. Good God, you're gonna have to make this a little bit harder.
You ever had? But about what?
You guys are gonna have to make this a little bit harder, Spearhead Games. Come on. This is just like not even putting up a fight right now. Okay, looks like we got an altar and we get to level up now.
Things. Thank goodness you didn't have to go to school for that.
We have one skill point available. I'm unsure as to where I want to put my skill point. Countering an attack now causes damage. I still don't know how to actually counter an attack. Could increase our maximum health. We could impale your enemy on your sword when you grab him to cause damage. Now that
Missed his old skills.
Now that sounds badass.
Like he was at a reunion.
He missed his old skills. Again, another reference that our character used to be more powerful, which leads me to believe that there's definitely time travel involved. Hey, maybe he's the hero of time.
A gem. All he needed now was a workbench, and he could slot it into his gauntlet.
Ooh, looks like there's socketing gems as well. Let's see what that's about.
Try out that one. And here was a handy workbench.
Physical resistance. Boom. Do we have anything else? Nope. That's it. We got physical resistance on the gauntlets. Oh, looks like we can only socket stuff on the gauntlet. So it's probably some kind of a magical artifact, this gauntlet that our hero Reynardo has here. Either way, let's keep exploring the map a little bit. See what else we got. I gotta use that R2. Wait, never mind. We're going back from where we came. Again. I gotta start using that R2 so that we see what kind of effects we can get out of it in combat. Those flames really bring out your eyes. Oh, that is pretty sweet. Let's switch swords here and try this one out. Oh crap, the R2 didn't really do much. I thought we were supposed to impale people. Oh.
Ooh, Renato hated warlocks. The way they stayed back and lobbed pain and death from a distance. Really dangerous, effective.
Okay, I think I figured out how to counter attacks now. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it. Come on, attack me. Gotcha. Oh, that is so satisfying So basically, it's like parrying in Dark Souls, except you attack instead of like, actually having a specific button for parrying. So in a way, it's satisfying. In another way, it takes a lot less skill because you're going to be spamming square either way, so that you're going to get a lot of parries on accident. So if I could give a little bit of feedback to these guys, if I could give a little bit of feedback to these guys, I would say make it a different button so that it's not just, because people button mashing square are going to get random counterattacks, and you might as well max out whatever skill you have to counterattack, and it doesn't actually take that much skill, except maybe on a boss or something. So let's see if we can open this up. Oh no, looks like we're going to need a purple sword for that one. So we have another altar here, but I don't think I have more skills, do I? No. No more skills. Stop that. Oh, okay, so using the R2 on this sword allows you to heal yourself. Okay, I get it now. See, I just parried this guy, and I had no business parrying him because I was just spamming square. So hopefully they will change that so that it actually takes some skill to parry. Then again, maybe I'm just a little bit too hardcore. It's like, that's such a dumb thing to say, though. Maybe I'm just a little... Well, I mean, you guys know what I mean. Maybe I'm just way too used to Dark Souls and the challenging combat. Maybe that's not the intent. Hopefully it is, though. Looks like here's Lapino, our friend.
Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, see, this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, his only daughter? That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
So now, once again, you get to choose. And what I can tell you is that the first time I played, I chose to go with the Sky Ripper thing. And in here, the choices were two different ones. Or was it not? I remember that I think there were two different choices here, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I think the objective is the more choices you make, eventually these choices constrict your future choices. And so you craft your experience as you go through. So for now, let's go ahead and do the pay a call on Zenobia, but I'm pretty sure it's going to end.
She'd been Renato's best friend in sword fu school, and you're still mad for her. The rabbit reminded him. They'd been close. She'd told him things no one else knew, but she'd never told him who she really was. She knows all the Emperor's plans, chuckled the master spy. She won't give them up easily. She'll tell the interrogators, all right, said Lapino. Taking her would change the game, all right.
And like I said, that's it. You get to experience two different levels. I'm going to leave the other level unplayed so that you guys have, less of the story spoiled, because the other level is not super different what you're going to learn about the gameplay of this game. And this should give you a pretty good idea of whether or not you're interested in stories, The Path of Destinies. So, in my personal opinion, here are the things that I really liked about stories. I like the art style. I think that the combat is okay. It needs a little bit of tweaking, like I said, particularly the whole parry thing about, parrying in the same button that you're attacking. That's just going to lead to players just button mashing their way through the game. So hopefully they will fix that. But yeah, apart from that, I liked some of the animations. Some of the animations still need a little bit of work, though. Like specifically, I really like the kicking animation where he just like friggin' puts his foot right in someone's chest. That's very satisfying. When he does the parry thing, super solid. I like the grappling hook mechanic, which I think that they were not too discreet by flat out calling it hook shot, but okay. So that was pretty cool. I also like the dashing. So yeah, I kind of like the gameplay that it's going for. I particularly like the art style that it's got as well. And I'm just curious to see more of it. And I hope that not all the levels are this short, you know? I hope that the levels are actually longer than that. I hope that this was just, you know, something to whet people's appetites, and we will actually get engaged on this game for longer periods at a time. I mean, it took us, I don't know, something like... It took us probably like 15 minutes to go through that level if we go and count all the time that I spent playing. But if I wasn't going through all the mechanics and looking at the skill tree, doing all this other stuff, we could have probably gone through that level in like 2 to 3 minutes, right? So I'm hoping that the actual levels have a little bit more meat to them. And I'm extremely curious for looking at boss fights. That's also got my curiosity. But for now, Stories has my curiosity, but I need to see the real deal before I give my final opinion. But I just wanted to share this gameplay with you guys since they gave me this code a little bit earlier and whatnot. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it. Leave me comments, feedback, all that kinds of good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one.